Americans and a Canadian coming over here to the Philippines to build a house. That's cool. Build a house. I did. I got a big one. But get knowledge before you commit. You're a bunch of dumb turds, I swear. First of all, building permits are pretty much non-existent here. I won't say you don't need them anywhere, but if you're in a province, the of needing a building permit are slim. Secondly, contractors, engineers, guys, it's just a ripoff. You don't need that crap. If you have an idea what you want to build, the guys that build the houses, the workers, okay, the actual cement guys, the laborers, the skilled cement guys, they know how to build. That's what they do every day. All you're paying for by getting a contractor or an engineer is some fool that's going to charge you more than you need to pay. I see it every day. I talk to guys every day. Oh, building a house, 350,000. Oh God, this guy must be building a fucking mansion, 600,000 square feet or something crazy. If you hire a contractor, what he's going to do is he's going to go find local laborers. And he's going to say, "Oh, these are my best laborers." You don't know. Some of them may know a couple, but most of them know. That's bullshit. They're going to hire laborers, and they're going to hire what they call skilled workers. Okay, the skilled workers are what we call carpenters here. Everybody else is a laborer. Period. Skilled workers, the actual guys that do the work and know what they're doing, are 800 pesos a day. Period. That's it. Everybody else between 400 and 600. If you're paying more, you're stupid. The next thing is, I don't care who builds your fence. If one of your workers is a skilled laborer, what they call a carpenter, it's going to be built correctly. You may not agree with it. Well, that's tough. Let them build it. They know what they're doing. The hollow blocks you're buying, they make 60 or 65 hollow blocks from one bag of cement. Okay? That's very weak blocks, which is, as I learned, good. You guys are going to be going, why do I want such weak blocks? Well, the reason is, the reason for that is the guys that are building the houses, they cut the blocks with their trowels. If you make harder hollow blocks, it's harder for them, it's slower for them, and you're not gaining anything, okay? Look at all the houses built in the Philippines. They're built with 60 to 70 hollow blocks per bag of cement. You don't see them crumbling, do you? Oh, 50 years maybe. My house, 3 stories tall. Some of it's built with 45 and 50, and the rest of them, no. I did do some stuff to make my house stronger. I used bigger hollow blocks on the bottom. I used smaller. You can get 6-inch, 5-inch, and 4-inch hollow. I think even 3-inch too. I think I got 3-inch molds and 3-inch hollow blocks. I put big ones on the bottom and built up from there. You guys, your contractor, your guys, they're not going to tell you to do that. The engineer, they're not going to tell you to do that because they don't give a shit. They want money. That's it. It's money. If you're paying 800 pesos for your skilled worker, your carpenters, your contractor's paying them 6 or 7 at the most. He's skimming off the top of every single thing that you do. He's getting a piece of everything. I don't care if he's driving you down the road, which is stupid to do. It's just, you guys get a hold of me. If you're building a house here, I'll help you out. I won't charge you shit. And I'll tell you how to save money. You know what's harder than brick? Yeah, my head sometimes. It's not brick, they use hollow block. It's like cinder blocks. There's a lot of ways here to save money building a house. My house is bigger than most people's house. As a matter of fact, it's the biggest in the area. It's all custom. It's full of artwork. It's full of reliefs. My tile work, it's got big, I got a 15,000 piece mosaic tile floor in my pool. Has a 10,000 piece mosaic. I have huge stuff. I didn't pay no 300,000 to build my house. It's 3 stories tall. I've got a private bar, a tennis court, a golf course. I'm sorry, guys. It ain't that much. And I got a fishing pond and a pool, too. Anyway, 2 jacuzzis. Anyway, Everything that you do here, when you don't know anything, you're getting fucked. To put it bluntly, you're just getting, just keep the Vaseline close because you don't know what you're doing, and unless you know somebody here. Like I met a guy the other day. I keep bringing him up because he was in Costco, and he told me he spent 300,000 to build a house. I'm like, well, really? That's a lot of money, buddy. Yeah, the engineer is driving me around. Yeah, okay, there you go. What's he charging you? And then he's got two contractors on the job, and they're building a fence right now. Oh, the fence is huge. It's going to cost me. I looked at the guy. I was laughing. My fence goes down in the ground, almost 2 yards. It's called. It's rock underneath. When it gets to the surface, then we put hollow block up. I did it for a reason. I'm in a rice field. I wanted to stop some of the water from running into my yard from the rice field. It worked. It was a good idea. I had my carpenter, the guy that builds the houses. He went down. He told the laborers what to do, and then he watched them do it. He made sure it was done right. I didn't know how to do it. If I found things that I didn't like in my kitchen, they put the table in crooked. I said, tear it out. I don't like it. They tore it out and did it again. They did it wrong the second time. I said, tear it out again. It cost me, I don't know, $50 to tear it out 3 times and rebuild it. Now it's the way I want it. I have my bathroom downstairs. One of the bathrooms upstairs, I don't know, one of them. They put it together. I didn't like it. I don't like it now because I made my mistake, though not theirs. And so, you just say, guys, just tear it out. I need a house built on an acre in South. I don't do houses in the U.S. Sorry, I built 4 there. I'm never building a house in the U.S. I'll never go to the U.S. again. I do have a relative that builds houses though. Maybe I'll set you up. You have to be creative here. Find a picture of a house you like and get out of the U.S. style home. Man, dump that out. You don't got to have that fucking square block. Well, when I first met my wife, I asked her what kind of a house she wanted. Jokingly, she said a castle. I built a castle. It's a castle. Everybody in the area knows the castle. We even have a 30-meter long dragon on the top of the bar. Bright red dragon. So you can build anything you want here if you have just a little bit of a brain. You don't need a lot of brain. Draw a picture. Describe it. Pencil a picture out. Tell your carpenter, I want to build this. Give him the measurements of how you want it, how big you want it to be. Draw it on a piece of paper with the basic measurements. Show them what you want and say, this is the foundation what I want it like this. They know how deep to make the posts. They know how many beams you need in that house. They know how far the rebar has to go. They know what size rebar to use. The carpenters know this because they build fucking houses every day. It's what they do. So if you can explain to me why you need an engineer and a contractor, tell me, because you don't. It's bullshit. It's just a scam that you're getting scammed because you're from the U.S. and you think in the U.S. I use an engineer and a contractor. Here, no, you don't fucking need it. You need a brain, a set of eyeballs, and your mouth, and the ability to draw a little picture. That's it. The guys that build the houses, I mean, my house is incredible. I'll tell you, honestly. I'm sitting in it used to be the coffee bar. Now it's my shooting gallery. I shoot my guns from this deck. I have a jacuzzi right next to me. I've got a merry-go-round in my living room with the pool table. You don't got one of those. I had it built right there, actually. I hired a guy I hired 2 full-time, what they call carpenters. Those are skilled guys, know what they're doing. Skilled guys know how to do electrical. They know how to do the plumbing. They know how to do everything. That's their job. It's what they do every day. Tell me what you need a fucking contractor or an engineer for. I'll kiss your ass. If you can convince me, I'll pay the bill. Because you will not convince me. I guarantee you. There's nothing that they can do now, you do need a set of plans made if you need a permit. And some places require permits. So I'm not going to say that. At that point, you need I don't know who does the plans. It's not an engineer. They have guys that just draw plans. I'm in the Philippines. They draw plans. They submit them. They get it done. If you're buying land, you have to have the land surveyed so they get the right measurements of the land so they can tax your ass on it. Taxes on our land, which is about 2.5 acres, was like 120 pesos last year. Um, and there's some tricks into buying land here. I mean, you have to be smart. You want a good idea? Make sure you can get a well. Okay, you don't want city water. Fuck that. City water goes off, you're out of water. A well, you got water no matter what. Electric water pump. I got 3 wells on my property, and I got water somewhere every day. No matter what? Perk test for what? What do you need a perk test for here? My septic tank has no leach lines. They build a septic tank. Mine is through. It's 12 feet by 12 feet by 12 feet deep. There's no bottom in it. It leaches into the ground. And I know you're going, your well's in the ground. Yeah, my well's in the ground. I'm also in a rice field where they put millions of gallons of water in the ground every day, taken out of the river. We have a river that runs through our property underground, and it actually runs through this whole area. It's a big river. So the water's been tested more than once. It's the cleanest water you can ever drink. I don't drink it. I mean, once in a while I drink it. But I brush my teeth with it and shower in it. It's fine. But you get used to buying, like what's in the U.S. we call Alhambra bottles. We get Alhambra bottles of water here. We buy 6 a week, maybe, or 6 every 2 weeks. I don't know. My wife takes care of that shit. But so you don't. The well water is for taking showers, watering your garden. If you're gonna water your garden, it's for dogs and whatever. But nobody gets sick. All my workers used to drink the well water every day. That's all they drink. They didn't want to come to the house and get the bottled water. They just drink well water, and even now, well water. I've never had pink since I've been here. So I did have it when I was in Costa Rica. Oh God, that was the worst thing I ever had last time. But I had a couple weird things. But yeah, you know, if you're going to come here and build a house, get a hold of me. As long as you're within driving distance, I'll come give you a hand. I'll show you what you need to do. I'll make you a list. I'll help you design your house if you want. I'll help you hire the guys. It's here, hire guys. It's simple. Go to the construction sites. Go look. They would quit that fucking job and come to work for you in 1 minute. They don't like working for the Philippine guys. They don't like it because they're rough. They're assholes to the workers. Here, you know, they come to work for you. We're naturally slack. You know, one of my workers, when I was building this house, actually it's my neighbor, who I now know. I mean, I didn't even know him then, but I know him. I didn't at that time. I didn't know him. And I put him to work, and his name's Kenny. He's a grown-up now. He was 17 years old then. And that was 8 years ago, almost 9 now. And I went down one day. He was just a laborer, his helper. He shoveled sand, dug holes, whatever. And I saw his feet sticking out of a bush. He was sound asleep. I tease him about that still to this day. Now he is a skilled carpenter, and he's really good. I'll tell you, he learned working for me for 4 years. And now he does everything. He does electrical, he does plumbing, he does cement work. They know how to do all of that. And you guys, you know, you're going to get your contractor out. You go, oh, we're going to get an electrician. Yeah, sure. And there are electricians here. There are. And I actually use them sometimes too, because the electricians, once the wiring is all done in the house, there's no plan for it. Okay, no matter what they tell you, it's bullshit. They'll give you a piece of paper with pictures on it, but it ain't right. Guarantee you. And the electricians can find like shorts if you have a short or whatever. If somebody drills a hole into the concrete and goes through a wire, they can fix it. All the wires are put in PVC tubes. You know, nothing is just setting in the ground, so it's held, you know, inside the concrete. Same with the plumbing, it's all PVC, you know, and they don't use PVC glue. They melt the two sides and put it together with a melt so it doesn't leak. I've never had a leak in my house since I've been here. 8 years, 9 years. if you buy, I mean, I tell people the best property to buy is, and they're like, I don't want to live in a fucking rice field. Well, I didn't really either. But if your wife wants a garden, you want to live in a rice field. If you like trees, you want to live in a rice field. If you want privacy, you want to live in a rice field. If you want to have a fishing pond, you want to live in a rice field. You want property, you buy rice field property for 6 or 7 less. Let's say $6 a square meter. If you buy it just that way, 200 meters away from where I'm sitting, it goes up, not even 200, actually you wanted $60 a square meter. That's just behind my house. You'll never get it, but high hopes. But if you're paying more than $10 a square meter, that's a lot. Hopefully you married a Philippine woman and her parents gave you a chunk of property or she owned it already. And as an American, don't negotiate anything here. Don't do it. They see you coming and yeah, that's the skin tax thing, I guess. I don't think that's quite normal, but if they tell you 1,000 pesos a square, you're gonna, oh, that's cheap. If they told your wife that, it's 500 a square meter. So let your wife negotiate all the business, not you. And if you're married to a Filipino over here and do you love her? Big question. Do you trust her? Big question number 2. I don't have a credit card on me. I don't have a nickel on me. I didn't keep my fucking wallet on me. I make a lot of money out of the United States. I dump it in the bank. My wife takes care of everything. I don't want to. I'm 70 years old. I don't want to worry about paying the electric bill and paying the workers. And, I don't even buy the gas in the car. I'm not sure that I know how. I had the car 2 years. Maybe I bought gas once. I go to the gas station. The wife takes care of it. I drive off. That's retirement. That's what you guys want. That's what you come to the Philippines for, is the retirement. My wife is an absolute angel. She is an absolute doll. She takes really good care of me. If I hurt myself, she's there. If I'm sick, she's there. If I'm hungry, she saw me get up a little while ago. She said, honey, you want me to make some rice? Are you hungry? No, I'm not really hungry. I got kind of an upset stomach. And I'm not saying her, all the Filipino women, if they love you and they take care of you, they're going to take care of you. That's the whole thing about being in the Philippines. And they don't watch these idiots that are, all they talk about is the bar girls. Dude, yeah. And there's some other things. If you're going to live here, get in a Philippine community. If you're moving out of the U.S. or you're moving out of, you just left that place, why would you come here and listen to all the same bullshit, the fucking arguments? I've never seen an argument between 2 Philippine men in 9 years. Not one time. Never. I'll tell you a funny story. About 6 months ago, I have 2 North American Huskies. They're my babies. I love them both. Matter of fact, one of them's floating around here. Penny, come here. She'll probably come because I called her. And they jumped the fence because Huskies do that. They're escape artists. And they both took off. Oh, man, I was heartbroken. Honestly, I was so upset. For 2 weeks we lost them. We put up signs all over. I paid, I want to say $10,000. It was $200, I think, to get them back. I said the signs, anybody who returns my 2 dogs, I'll give them $200. I don't give a fuck. No questions asked to bring my dogs back. Because they're Huskies and they know the way around. They're not stupid. And they've gotten out before, but they always come back that afternoon. These guys just gone. And we're south of us, in this barangay. We got one to the north of us, which was about a mile away, which was really weird because these 2 dogs are inseparable. They are together all the time. And both the people, we gave them the money and they wouldn't, we had to make them take the money. They wouldn't just take the money because it's how the Philippine people are. They were trying to help us, not charge us a bunch of money. They found my dogs, they came run us down, and they did good for us, And that's how it is. I mean, people will go out of their way to help you. I don't care what nationality you are. I don't care what color you are. It doesn't make any difference. The Philippine people are blind to color, nationality, size. Everybody's beautiful. I've seen the, don't take this wrong, I've seen the nastiest, ugliest people I ever seen in my life here. And said, look at, and my wife goes, yeah, he's pretty young, or she's pretty young. I'm like, okay. And she's serious. That's the Philippine way. You know, they're always like that. But back to building a house, guys. Buy the, you know, if you're building a house, you want to buy hollow block molds. Buy them. There's three or four sizes. I think there's 4, 5, and 6 inch. That's the width. Maybe it's, yeah, 4, 5, and 6. I think maybe it's 3, 4, and 5. I don't know. I've got them all. And you want to buy the molds, and then you want to hire a helper actually that knows how to make hollow blocks. See, right now they get paid per bag for hollow blocks. For every 60 blocks they make, they get so many pesos. It's like 150 or 200 pesos. But that's a lot. If you do 6 bags, that's, you know, 1,200 a day. The helpers don't make that much, just the guys that do it a lot. But once you get a helper and he's doing it day after day after day after day for a week, they get pretty good at it. I've made a few hollow blocks just to see if I could do it. And yeah, I can make a hollow block. I know the whole routine. I know how to do it. Do I want to? No. I like no. But I can. So, you know, that's the number one thing. That saves you so much money. That's 50% of your building blocks you put in your pocket instead of into, you know, into somebody else's pocket. And you know, there's a lot of, I want to say there's a lot of shortcuts that you don't know, I don't know, but they know that are going to make a big difference to doing it. And it's not a shortcut that's going to interfere with anything. It's a shortcut that makes it work. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this, guys. Don't forget to sub my channel, please. Give me a thumbs up. I got 5 thumbs up. I don't know how many subs I got. It doesn't tell me until I hang up. But give me a sub if you haven't already. That way you can watch more of my videos. We do a lot of drives, chat and drives, me and my wife sometimes. In the mornings, between like 7 and 10, depending on what time we leave, taking her to work. My wife's got her own channel. Can we see that again? What was that look I just got? She's up there. And I think she just posted something on her channel. And I have a Buy Me a Coffee app. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but somewhere you can find it. It says Buy Me a Coffee. Nobody has yet. I've had it for about a month. I want somebody to buy me a coffee so I can see if it actually works. When we set it up, my daughter gave me $1. That's the only dollar that's been in there. But hopefully someday somebody will buy me $1 coffee. And if you do, tell me what you want me to buy the dogs, and I'll buy one of the dogs. I'll introduce everybody to my dogs again tomorrow. And that's it. I got nothing else. If you're building a house, need a little help, get a hold of me. I'm more than happy to help you. You can locate me on my channel, send me a note. I put my email address on a regular basis on here. I don't care. I'm not private like that. Just let me know. Get on the channel and watch me. I'm on every day, or at least damn near every day. And so, okay, guys, I'm gone, and you have a good afternoon. And build your house.